Ondo could be weeks away, if not days away from pulling a 10x here. In this video, we're going to cover where Ondo is at now. Where could it head to and where could it extend to in this crypto bull run and potential imminent alt season here that could kick off any moment. We're going to cover exactly that in this video today. And if you're just coming across this channel, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment of a ticker that you want me to cover for a 2025 price prediction and I'll do it. And share this with every Ondo holder you know to let them know something big is right around the corner, because I'm going to share with you guys a shocking pattern that is repeating right now, which last time this happened, this is what sent everything up in crypto back in November of last year in 2024. But before I dive into that, I just want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing on the charts based off the Stargate software here and the pattern that I am deciphering based off of that. And if you haven't already seen my previous 2025 price prediction videos on coins like Bitcoin, ZBEC, Onyx Coin, Mavia, Sofon, Velo, and so on, then I'll put the link to that playlist of the 2025 videos I've already done in the description of this video. So now that we covered that, let's dive straight into it. Straight out of the gate, what we got on the screen here is the Stargate software. Your vertical green line is your prepare to buy soon signal. Your vertical blue line is your buy now signal. Your vertical red line is your prepare to sell soon signal. And the vertical yellow line is your sell now confirmation signal. Then on the right side of the screen, we have the Stargate Fib forecaster. This takes a micro red Fibonacci, a medium yellow Fibonacci, and a macro green Fibonacci and automatically draws it on your chart for you. It draws the retracements and extensions for you as price moves. So no more drawing your Fibonacci's manually anymore. It will automatically draw it as price moves with it. And then lastly, we have the Stargate snakes. We have this green zone, which I like to call the belly of the beast. The belly of the beast is usually the best times to buy and accumulate at bear market bottoms. It's a great accumulation zone when we're in the belly of the beast, and even more of an incredible opportunity if we actually go below the belly of the beast, which Ondo has not done. Right now, Ondo is in the belly of the beast, and if we break out of it, we could extend to this red zone, which I like to call the hot zone, which usually is the best time to sell or take profits off the table when we get into the hot zone, and even more incredible if we break past the hot zone. So now that we covered that, let's get straight into where's Ondo at currently right now. It is at 0.8288, so basically 83 cents at press time. We're going to cover straight off the bat, if Ondo were to fall any lower, where does it absolutely need to hold in the immediate short term if we're going to see a potential 10x out of Ondo in the coming weeks to months here. And that's going to be this medium 786 here, as you can see on the yellow Fib forecaster, the 786 from the low that we had set in April to the high that we had set in May. It's sitting at basically 74.5 cents. That's our first level. If we were to break below that level, our next level is going to be right here. We have the macro 786 sitting right there from the low that we had set in August of 2024 to the high that we had set in December of 2024. We have our 786 sitting at this level right here, which is currently at 68.5 cents, which we actually tapped back in April of this year. We tapped that level and bounced from that point. Worst case scenario, if there's a catastrophe in the crypto market and we head lower, we have a bunch of Fibonacci extension levels stacked up right here, coinciding with the bottom of the belly of the beast, as you can see. So this is our catastrophe level, but ultimately an absolute insane buying opportunity in my opinion. So we have that final line in the sand zone right there as a must hold level for Ondo, which is around 45.5 to 50 cents for Ondo. So now that we got the downside covered of levels that we need to hold in the immediate short term, where does Ondo need to break above in the immediate short term to see potential new all-time highs here? Where we need to break above is, of course, above the belly of the beast, which is currently sitting at 92 cents. 92 cents is where we need to break above. And if we can break above there, it's very likely we're going to come up. If I were to draw from this high down to, let's say we already hit our low, we have our 786 retracement to the upside, which is sitting currently at $1.04, $1.04. So if Ondo can start heading up here and it breaks free of the jaws of the belly of the beast and we start to go up here, we need to break above $1.04 and maintain and close above that level. And if we can do that, it's very likely we're going to start to move up aggressively. And where's the next level that we must break above for Ondo once we do press up past that point? Well, we have our 1618 extension here. We have our purple MA on the snakes right here. And if I were to draw from this high down to this low that we had set in April, we have our 786 coinciding perfectly with the purple MA on the Stargate snakes right now. As you can see right there, we have that purple MA on the snakes coinciding with the macro 786 at this moment. So this is going to be a very, very important and what I would like to call the final boss concrete ceiling that we need to smash above to see a 10x out of Ondo from current levels. And the reason why I'm drawing fibs right now is because, and this is a little tip, the Fibonacci extensions are pointing to the downside, meaning the price action is bearish at the moment. The extensions are pointing down, meaning it's bearish at the moment. But we're jumping ahead of the fib forecaster because in the event that we do see the price get above that belly of the beast, it's very likely we'll start to see the fibs flip. And we'll see those extensions to the upside and we'll start to see the fibs look like this and it will be drawn like this. But for the sake of this video and getting ahead of it, that's why I'm drawing it. So we have that $1.50 level right here, which is going to be another key level. So let me shade that zone. So there we go. Then we have an extension, 2618 extension, which takes us right up to 220, which is our previous all-time high. And then we have our 4236 extension right up there coinciding with the 1618 extension, coinciding with the bottom of the hot zone. We love to see multiple confluences like that. So now I'm going to draw this shaded zone right there. And then we have our top of our hot zone sitting right here at $8.80. And then we have our 2618 extension at $14.70. And then we have our levels up here of 4236 of $100 flat. And I'm not going to draw the 3618. So there we go. Now let's cover it. So if we press up for Ondo, we need to break above the belly of the beast. And if we can do that, we need to move up with force and we need to break above $1.04 and start to close candle bodies above that level. Then we need to push up. And our next level where we're likely to target is 50% higher from that point. It's going to be around $1.45 to $1.50 for Ondo. Then if we can get past that resistance there, that concrete ceiling, we have our final concrete ceiling, our final boss, I'd like to say, around $1.64 to $1.67. If we can get above there, hold above what candle body closes for a couple days or a week, even better, and start to press up with enough juice sauce momentum, then it's very likely we're probably just going to smash straight through this previous high, our 2618 extension at $2.20, and we'll start to head straight for our shaded zone of multiple confluences, the 4236 extension, the 1618 extension, and the bottom of the hot zone, which is currently around $4.25 to $4.73 for Ondo. So let's mark that. From current levels up to that shaded zone, we got a 5x to, let's say, basically around 5 to 6x up to that shaded zone. Because also as well too, you can even see here, as prices move up, these snakes start to move up. So if we aggressively start to move up for Ondo, it's very likely we're going to see the hot zone start to move up like that, and this will start to become a moving target. So 5x to 6x from current levels for Ondo to get to that zone. Then if we can break above into the hot zone and we can hold candle body closes in it, then it's very likely we're going to move fast to the top of the hot zone, which is currently at $8.80. So from current levels up to the top of the hot zone, there you go. Bingo. There's our 10x for Ondo. So we got, let's say $8.88, 10x for Ondo at that level. And then if it's one of those ones that can stretch past the hot zone and go blue skies, new all-time highs in a big way, we got our next level around $14 to basically $15, 14 to 15. From current levels, that is about a 17 to 18x. So we have a 17 to 18x up to around $14 to $15 there. And then we have our last big mega moon, our mega moon target of $100 for Ondo. From current levels, you're talking about basically 120x up to that level of $100. So we're going to see if that's realistic, if that's probable for this bull market. You let me know in the comments. Where are you targeting for Ondo? You targeting that $100 big kahuna target, that big cheese target of 120x from current levels? Or are you going to be more conservative? Look for that 5x to 6x at $4.20, or maybe that 10x at $8.88. You let me know in the comments. Personally, in my opinion, I definitely think the bottom of that hot zone, this first shaded resistance 5x to 6x, slight work. Getting up to that $8.88, 10x, definitely think it's possible in this bull run. Up to that 17 to 18x, $14 and $15, I could see it. I could see it. As far as that $100 goes, the 120x big Millie cheese target, I don't know. I don't know about this bull run, but we'll have to see. I mean, looking at Ondo's market cap here, currently we are at 2.6 billion market cap. I mean, I don't see 120x. I don't see Ondo going to a $250 billion market cap in this bull market. But if we're talking about a 10x to bring it to 26 billion, I could see that, bringing it up to a 14, 15x to bring it around 40 billion, somewhere around there. I could see that, in this bull market, depending on the whole space collectively, how much money comes in, how this alt season goes, where Bitcoin heads to, etc. I think those targets are reasonable, up to 5 to 6x, 10x, 17, 18x, but I don't know about, I'm ruling this one out for now. But by the end of this decade, I definitely believe that could be the case, given that Ondo is a solid project. It has the ties. It's in a category that's only going to grow, tokenization of real world assets. So I definitely believe end of decade or early in next decade definitely could be possible. But you let me know in the comments. So that covers the price targets. And before I go into the pattern as to why I believe that Ondo is ready to skyrocket here and basically the whole rest of the altcoins in this space over the coming weeks, if not days, I'm going to go into that pattern and show you, and you might already see what I'm seeing, but I want to just say something about price targets. Price targets are great. They can be used as a roadmap, but in my opinion and from my experience, crypto's a momentum game, and I developed the Stargate signals to be based off of and derived off of momentum, and when prices are overheated or oversold, and when the momentum starts to flip from that. Because you could target, let's say, that 10x up to $8.88, and let's say you're only gonna sell at that level. But let's say we move up and we actually go up to like $7, but it wasn't quite at that target, but you're waiting for that. You're like, I'm not selling a thing until we hit that. And then we roll over, and then you're like, well, I mean, I'll take it back up to where I was at. Maybe I was being a little greedy. I'll take it up to where I was at. And then it goes up to $6, but not quite up to where it was at before. And then all of a sudden it starts to roll over and break down lower and lower. And then it's like, at that point, you're just like, I'm just going to hold it. If you've been there before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can get sticky. So that's why getting kitted up and suited up with the tools like the Stargate signals to know when is a good time to sell, when is a good time to buy, which measures the momentum, that's what you're going to want to get. And you can set this up to send you text alerts to your phone right when that signal, the sell or the buy, happens in real time. So link in the bio, go to the beacons.ai/Stargate link right down here. The second one, Stargate VIP group, join the waitlist, first come, first serve. If you want to get kitted and suited up with the tools and you want this exact template, I'll get you set up with it. Just go to that link, go to the second thing here, fill out the information. My name's Rob at Stargate. I'll reach out to you, text, call you. We'll get you kitted and suited up right away. First come, first serve. So let's go back to what I was talking about as far as this pattern here. So I'm going to delete everything on the screen now and show you what I'm looking at and why I believe a big move is right around the corner. Because sometimes I'll use the Stargate signals as a guiding point for fractals and where we're at as a timing perspective and where we're at in a pattern comparatively to the past. And as you can see on the 3-day chart for Ondo, we had to sell back here June of 2024, and then we fell. We had our prepare to buy soon. We were in the belly of the beast. We had our buy now. We went sideways for a little bit more, and then we spiked up out of the belly of the beast and went up, prepare to sell soon. We had our sell now. We went down, prepare to buy soon, into the belly of the beast, had our buy now. I've gone sideways for a bit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to grab exactly what happened in the past and we're going to match it up. So I'm going to basically take it from this point, the 3-day prepare to buy soon, 3-day prepare to buy soon, where we fell off a cliff. We fell off a cliff here. You can take trend line like this. This is our breakdown. Trend line like this. This was our breakdown and we had to prepare to buy. So I'm going to take this point as our guide and we're going to match it up to where we're at right now. So here we go. As you can see here, we had that drop down right when it was supposed to happen. We had our pop up to try to break above the belly of the beast once, twice, our drop down. This is our drop down. We tried it once, twice, we came back down, we came up, we broke above the red ribbon on the Stargate snakes. When this is red, we're in a bearish market structure. When it's green, we're in bullish market structure. So this is part of the snakes as well too. We recently broke above the red ribbon. And what did we do? Flash a vertical blue buy now. What did we do back here? Broke above the red ribbon, flash a blue buy now. We poked our head above the belly of the beast, but it got swallowed back up. Poked our head above the belly of the beast, swallowed back up. And then we tried again, and then we tried again. And then we came down once, sideways, down twice, came down once, sideways, twice. And then we had a green candle come in to reclaim these levels here. And that was the moment when we broke out of the belly of the beast, we sent it up. So we're at this point, and this is the fractal layer that I just copied. We're at the point where we should see this green candle come up and break past these levels over here, and it's already starting to. And the moment that we break up out of the belly of the beast, to me, that's going to be confirmation that we're doing a repeat. We're running it back turbo of November of 2024. And this could see us move up and us potentially go up. This time more parabolic, it could be more parabolic this time, like that. Could heat up very quickly. And this is what could take us up to that 10x target, by my birthday, July 18th. Let's go. What a present. So this is what I'm seeing as far as this fractal goes, timing perspective, where we're at in the cycle. And I already covered earlier in this video as far as targets. But ultimately, like I said, if we start pressing up here and then we see that sell now, I'm out. So if you want to know when I'm getting out and based off these signals and get those text alerts, etc., join the VIP Discord group and all that good stuff, then like I said, beacons.ai/Stargate. The link for that is in the description of this video. Join that waitlist, or if you just want to skip ahead of the line and book a demo straight away and we can talk one-on-one about it, you can do that right below, book a demo. That's going to be it. Join the Discord. There's that Discord icon on that same link for that as well too. I'll see you guys in VIP, and I'll see you guys in the next video.